Well, hello again and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to service my Honda GX340 generator. This generator is 22 years old or thereabouts. Yeah, 22 years old. There's a slightly interesting story as to why I have this generator. Remember 21 years ago or thereabouts, there was a whole threat of the Y2K, the Millennium Bug. Do you remember the Millennium Bug? The greatest non-event of history. So I bought this generator because we had our one and only child, Cameron, who was a baby at that stage, and we didn't want to be running out of power or whatever. So the house is wired up to connect straight to the generator. The generator was kept in the garage, and in all that time, 21 odd years, it has been run for about a total of 2 hours, a couple of power cuts, and that's it. As you can see, I think it's due an oil change, although I mean, I say it hasn't been run, but there you go. So what we're going to do, we're going to probably drain the petrol out. The petrol's old, change the oil. I have a new spark plug for it and a new air filter. First of all, I'll have to get it going. I'll get it fired up here and get the oil warmed up. I literally have no idea when this was last started, so we'll see what way it is. Let's see now. I put it on casters because it was far too heavy to move about in the garage. Just dragging it about, so I've got it on a dolly. I have it in a dolly. So let's go for petrol on, choke on, and switch on. Right, see if we can get it fired up. I promise you, I did not do anything to that. That was the first pull that started straight away. That's typical Honda for you. The reason why it's on the trailer is because I tried to lift it into the back of the car myself and it was too heavy, I couldn't do it. And I was just barely able to get it up the wee ramp into the back of the trailer. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reverse the trailer back, level with the ramp here, Honda 1200, and slide it off one onto the other. I was very pleased to be able to get a service kit for the generator on eBay. It was £15.90 or something like that. Free postage, and it's genuine Honda oil as well. Honda oil NGK spark plug. And I think it's an aftermarket filter. The only reason I'm changing the filter only here is probably not that dirty, but I think maybe the foam might have degraded a bit. The foam can sort of get crumbly, so it came with a service pack anyway. So right, let's get this pulled apart here. Well, I've decided to dispense with the dolly because the thing was far too mobile. It was rolling about all over the place. So there's no wheels on it now. I have it set on a piece of carpet. Nice piece of Axminster, lovely there, lovely pattern, very modern. A lovely wee drain tray here, which was the grill pan out of the previous cooker we had, which fits under here lovely. I just hope the oil doesn't come out with too much verve, because it'll end up all over here. So don't laugh if it does. You'll see I'll be like the wee Dutch boy sticking my finger in the hole, trying to hold the tide back. That sump bung was rather tight. I'm going to look up a torque for it, for you know me, I like a good torque setting. Who doesn't like a good torque setting? Let's get the washer with it. There we go. I think I might have to hold this here just to stop it skating everywhere. Yeah. Nope, we're good. Black gold. Can let that drain away there. Let's have a look at this air filter. See, that's what I was talking about there. It's just crumbling. Although it's not really, it wouldn't really ever present that much of a problem because it's still on the outside of the filter, but I have the new one anyway, so we'll put it on. Spark plug next. Really and truthfully, there's not much wrong with that, but as I say, you've got to service them every now and again, haven't you? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep that. Keep it for a spare, keep it for a spare. Oh, I'm such a git. I've checked the specifications here, and for the GX340, which is this model, the spark plug gap is actually 39 to 43 thou, so roughly 40 basically. That's a heck of a gap. Well, we get it set anyway. 25 and 15, 40. This gap will be too narrow. I'll have to widen it out a wee bit. It's probably set about 30. I'll give it a wee nym. There we are. Lovely sliding fit. Also, there is no torque available for the spark plug. It says once the plug has been seated against the cylinder head, tighten by half a turn. So we'll go with that. There's me with my torque wrench and all that. That's it seated. Half a turn. That's it. Everything looks perfect in there. Sweet. Rainy day. That's why you can't move in my garage, because nothing ever gets thrown out. I'm going to take this sump washer off, turn it over so it's seating in a different place. The only instruction that it gives in the manual is that the sump bung should be secured firmly, so we'll have to secure it firmly. I'm going to say that 15 Newton meters is secure. Yep, that'll do it. Let's get this shifted out of the road very carefully. Can't tilt it too far or we'll make a mess of the good carpet. Isn't this going to be fun? Wow. I can't believe that I managed to do that without making a mess. It's not like me. Ironically, having read the instructions, it says that the oil capacity for this engine is 1.1 litres and I've got 1 litre. So I really don't want to be spilling any. I think 0.1 of a litre might not make a big lot of difference. I'll be very careful and get that off. Come on. I decided to give it a wee bit of a tilt up to make it a slightly quicker process. Just checking the oil level there, and as you can see it's right up to the top, so shouldn't be an issue with the missing 0.1 of a litre. I would like to remove the petrol tank to get it drained out and put fresh petrol in. So I'm going to disconnect the fuel line. Only thing is the this fuel tap is after the line, so whenever it disconnects, there's a fair chance petrol is going to pour out everywhere. So bear with me in this one, and don't laugh when it all goes horribly wrong. And there's the clip up of it. Let's see if we can get the hose off now. Yep. Excellent. Phew. I have it above the level of the fuel. Now where's that wee screw? Get in there. Dribble test. Good. Right, let's get this tank off. It's going to be a spanner job. Keep it tight. Where'd he go? There's it there. That tank's actually nearly full, so I have a place for this. There's the governor. And I don't mean the stout lady that does that stupid quiz show in the afternoon. This operates the revs on the generator when it's running. So this is my waste petrol container. And here we have the potential for making another mess. But I get my screwdriver. I'm squeezing it as tightly as I can. There we are, that should drain into there nicely. The tank drained, and as you can see, as you would expect, it's as clean as a whistle inside, so that's good. I get some fresh petrol in there now. I'm going to take the float bowl off the carburetor just to make sure there's nothing lying in the bottom of it. I don't think there should be. But we're here now, may as well do it. Now, well, that's, as you can see, again, completely immaculate. So I'll just put that back on again. There's the float and needle seat. All looking good. I think that might be a filter in there. We'll have a look there too. Couldn't be that much petrol in there. Let's see if this will come out. And that's that. I don't know if this will come off or not. We'll try it with a drop of brake cleaner. Yep, we're good. We're good. I have to get a black felt tip now. That's more like it. Fresh petrol, straight from the filling station. Can't cut the grass now, no petrol left for the mower. That's my excuse now, I'm sticking to it. Okay, well, we'll go for petrol on, and we'll go for choke on, and we'll go for engine run on. Now, it can't start on the first pull because there's no petrol in the carburetor. It's going to take a wee minute or two for that to get in there. Should I give it a minute or two? Let's give it a tug and see what happens. I'll try and make this a bit easier for myself. There we go. Good. That's her ready to go. for another year or so.